Ever look at top creators churning out incredible monetized content and think, how are they doing this? Well, I'm still just trying to figure out which AI tool to even use. Well, today we're diving into this explainer to break down a completely fascinating, highly technical 67-day masterclass syllabus. We're going to take this dense document and turn it into a clear, actionable roadmap for building your very own fully automated monetized content machine. Let's get right into it. So the magic number here is 67. And I really love that this isn't pitched as some overnight get-rich-quick scheme. No way. We're talking about a serious, deliberate commitment of exactly 67 days to completely overhaul your digital skill set. The syllabus is super intentional, breaking the journey down day by day. It practically forces you to actually apply the tools, rather than just passively binge-watching tutorials on the couch.
And when they say commitment, they mean it. You're looking at 4 hours a day, split into two 2-hour sessions. That adds up to a massive 268 hours of intense hustle. But the brilliance is really in the structure, right? You aren't just reading for 4 hours. You tackle the theory in the first block, and then boom, you immediately lock in that knowledge with hands-on creation in the second block. You are dedicating those 268 hours to stacking some seriously lucrative skills.
To get through this masterclass, we'll follow the exact skill stacking arc from the syllabus. We start with profiting from AI images, move into mastering video in motion, hit the complete AI workflow, and finally monetizing your new skills. Jumping right into phase 1, profiting from AI images. This covers the first 10 days, where the whole focus is on laying down a rock-solid visual foundation. By day 10, you are way past just playing around with image generators for fun. You're executing a real commercial workflow. First, you're writing targeted prompts across Midjourney, Canva AI, and Leonardo. But step 2 is where it gets professional. You upscale everything to a commercial quality 4K resolution and clean up any weird artifacts. Step 3 brings in Illustrator for vectorization. And finally, step 4 is bulk uploading these massive asset packs straight to Adobe Stock. It's a crazy fast acceleration from pure theory to actual product creation. Now, on day 6, they drop a massive secret for maximizing those Adobe Stock sales, and it's all about understanding raster versus vector images. Raster images are pixel-based, meaning they lose quality if you blow them up. Vectors, on the other hand, are infinitely scalable and highly sought after by paying clients. But here's the catch. Current AI generators only spit out rasters. So, this masterclass specifically teaches you how to use Illustrator's image trace tool to convert those AI rasters into highly profitable, infinitely scalable vectors. Of course, making the art is only half the battle. You actually have to sell it. By day 7, you're integrating ChatGPT to handle literally the most tedious part of stock selling, the metadata. Nobody wants to manually type out tags, right? You'll learn to research high-volume SEO keywords and then have ChatGPT automatically write optimized titles and descriptions for you. Plus, you get a crash course in the technical business side, like prepping model releases and using FTP, file transfer protocol, to bulk upload thousands of images in one go. Once that passive income foundation is set, we shift into part 2. Mastering video and motion. Days 11 through 40 are all about dynamic movement and human-driven editing. Over this next 30-day stretch, you master what I like to call the big 3 video platforms. And there's a very clear, logical progression here. You start in Premiere Pro for narrative editing, getting comfortable with rough cuts, Lumetri color grading, and dialing in your audio EQ. Then you step it up into After Effects for complex motion graphics, mastering keyframes and green screen masking. Finally, you jump over to CapCut. Why CapCut? Because you need to learn high-speed, viral social media editing using auto captions and trending AI filters. The way this curriculum stacks your skills over time is honestly brilliant. Look at this timeline. On day 12, you're just learning to make a basic rough cut. Just 5 days later, you're throwing on multi-band audio compression to make your voiceovers sound like a professional radio broadcast. Fast forward to day 28, and you're pulling clean, professional green screens. By day 34, you're making elements fly across the screen with advanced keyframe animation. You're building this complex muscle memory, piece by piece. So by day 40, you're a highly capable traditional video editor. You know your way around timelines, color wheels, and audio tracks. But then, the syllabus flips the script entirely. It asks a massive question. What happens when AI takes over the whole workflow? We just spent a month learning to do all this manually. Now, how do we automate pretty much everything we just learned? That brings us to the climax of the syllabus, the complete AI workflow. This is a 15-day deep dive into end-to-end AI automation. Instead of setting up a camera and filming yourself, or spending hours manually editing, you leverage an unbelievably powerful AI tech stack.
For scripts, you're using advanced prompt engineering in ChatGPT and Gemini. For video generation, you're turning to heavy hitters like Kling AI, Halio AI, and Google Veo 3.1. To get those hyper-realistic voiceovers that don't sound like a 90s robot, you use CapCut AI and 11 Labs. And for entirely custom background music, you're firing up Suno and Boomi. It's literally an entire production studio right inside your browser.
When you string it all together, the modern end-to-end workflow is staggering. Think about it. Step 1. AI writes the blueprint, the YouTube script, and the visual prompts. Step 2. AI visualizes the storyboard, generating your base images. Step 3. You feed those static assets into Veo 3.1 or Kling AI to render actual cinematic motion. And Step 4, you drop it all into CapCut, where AI automatically syncs all your cuts perfectly to the beat of your generated music. It's wild.
What really fascinated me about this masterclass is that it doesn't just stick to the broad strokes. It gets incredibly micro. Day 50, for instance, is entirely dedicated to thumbnail psychology. It teaches you how to generate highly clickable, custom facial expressions using AI. Because let's be real, all that automated video generation doesn't matter one bit if you can't get someone to click the thumbnail in the very first place.
So, you've got the skills and you've got the AI automation workflow. Now let's look at part 4, monetizing your new skills. These final days are all about the payoff. The syllabus prepares you for a highly diversified, incredibly resilient revenue model. You aren't just relying on one fragile income stream. As you can see, you're positioned to earn passively through asset sales on Adobe stock, which you already set up way back in the first 10 days. You're ready for active client work, freelancing on Fiverr and Upwork. And finally, you're equipped to drive your own monetized social channels on YouTube and TikTok through ad revenue. In these final 2 weeks, the training wheels come off completely. You aren't just learning anymore, you are actively launching your business to the world. On day 56, you structure your pricing and launch live Fiverr AI video gigs. The next day, you're using AI to write highly converting Upwork proposals. By day 60, you compile your final video portfolio. And the whole thing culminates on day 67 with an oral exam, a viva voce, covering all the tools and monetization strategies, followed by your final certification. This masterclass syllabus literally hands you the exact formula to become a one-person, AI-powered media agency. It details every tool, every workflow, and every monetization strategy across 67 days of intense, focused effort. But ultimately, an explainer like this can only show you the map. The execution, well, that depends entirely on your dedication. You have the blueprint now. The only question left is, what will you build in the next 67 days?